All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining me now, he is the host of Voice of the Fans Sportscast, which is a podcast that brings sports talk from a fan's point of view. The one, the only, Ben Swift Reynolds. What's going on, man?
Hey, thank you for having me. What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah. Thank you for doing this, man. I know you must be
Yeah,
busy. It's NBA and NFL season, so
yeah. Also, actually, today I'll clean up around the house and watching. Uh, what game was that? The Steelers and the Colts are playing right now. Then,
yeah. As we
you know,
record this,
yeah, they playing right now. I think the Colts are up right now.
well, I'm a Jags
And
fan, so Colt. I hope, and what's the irony behind that is Minshew used to play for the Jags, so
right, and
there's
he's
a
looking
double.
pretty good today. I mean, I'm kind of jealous that the Colts got a backup quarterback that can actually play, while
Hey,
my Saints are over here struggling with Derek Carr. So.
I feel like he's kind of trying to shed that game manager label. you know, you know.
Right, right. Oh yeah,
Um,
the other game I think about earlier is the Vikings and the Bengals. That was a good game. I mean,
mhm.
it started off slow at first, but when it went to the second half, man, they started putting up points.
Yeah. All right. Well, talk about the podcast, man. How
Oh,
many of y'all are there running this thing?
it's a gang of us, to be honest. It started off with three of us. Then I started branching out to other people, other friends, and now we got a good group. We basically started doing a little bit during COVID era. You know, we didn't have much to do, so I worked with two guys at a sporting goods store. We was co-workers. Well, I was the manager, and they were my co-workers, right? And so I was like, "Hey guys, let's start a podcast." And we were just throwing out names out there. I'm like, "How about Voice of the Fans? You know, we fans, we love sports. So how about we just bring it together and call it Voice of the Fans?" And that's how I started. So there's T Wright. He's been with me since day one.
Mm.
Gatwood, that's the other guy that started off with me. Then I brought in later on this year, well, last year was RC. He worked with me now at my job that I'm at.
Hmm.
And then I
Okay.
brought in Professor Flowers. Me and him go way back since college days.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah, we
okay,
got
okay.
history.
A
We
couple,
got
a
friendship.
couple, a couple tailgates, I would assume.
Right, right. Yes, yes, indeed. The wild time. So I had to bring him on. And then my friend from high school, Dustin Bishop, he's our NBA analyst. He just talks
Uh,
strictly NBA. We bring him on doing our NBA segments and we break it down. And then we have a producer, my brother. He been in the podcast game for 10 plus years. So it was just, automatic just
that's
to
awesome.
let him manage us.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. Well, you have a few branches. So what are the names of these? What are the names of these other shows? Like, so it's like a network of sorts. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
so we are part of a network. Again, my brother Houdini Black, or
Hmm.
Demetrius, he started the Pod Squad Network. Like I said, he's been doing Pod Squad. He's been doing podcasting for 10 plus years with Vigilante Radio. And so he was like, "Hey, I'm about to put together a Pod Squad Network and
So
bring
Pod
in."
Squad just spells how it sounds.
Yes,
Yo.
PODZQ instead of
Okay.
SQ,
Okay.
ZQ.
Okay.
So he was
Well,
like,
the
"Hey,
reason why I asked is for promotional. You know how it is, Swift.
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. The spelling and all that. So he had to make it unique, put a little spin on it. So he created Pod Squad Network, and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna have different shows underneath this network." So he invited me. I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." And so we
Yeah.
do a big Pod Squad Network podcast every Thursday. So we have different hosts from different
That's
shows that come
cool. That's
on.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so
And then y'all, I assume there's marketing in between each, so
yeah, yeah,
that's
a little
cool.
bit of everything. So it's like the melting pot of different hosts from different shows. So you got different perspectives,
Hmm.
different analysis going on.
Yeah, where you from, man?
Mississippi. We are from in the great South, Mississippi.
So the home of the Egg Bowl, right?
Right, right. Ole Miss and Mississippi State, them
Yeah.
rivals, big rivals.
Yeah,
You know.
that's as old as time, man. I feel like people don't talk about that one as much.
They
It's
always come
it's
to play.
underrated. It's underrated.
Yes, they always come to play. So, man, it be packed out. I actually
Yeah.
never been to Ole Miss game or Mississippi State. I'm a Southern Miss fan. It's
Oh, okay.
Southern Miss
Eagles.
is a lesser
Eagles.
school. Yeah, it's a lesser
Yeah,
school
Eagles.
than
No, no, no. They're legit. Aren't they I forgot the conference there. And are they in the American or USA? Which one?
it's
Sun Belt.
USA.
USA.
You
USA.
know they've been jumping around. They used to be in the conference USA. I think it's the Sun Belt. They
Mhm.
keep changing the
Well,
conferences.
we're gonna talk about that. That's not
Yeah,
buried.
yeah.
That's not buried to lead, man. That's not.
So
We're gonna talk
Southern
about.
Miss, that's the school. That's the college I attended. And I had a lot of friends that went to Mississippi State and Ole Miss, and they
Us.
always talking
Mhm.
noise. So bit rival, bit rival.
Well, let's just start with it since we're talking about college. What's your thoughts on the transfer portal? You know, it's like college free agency.
Right, right. I mean, it's good to a certain extent where you might have a backup quarterback that might not get much BT. He not meshing well with the coach, and
Yeah.
so he just need a clean slate and then start off with a new school. And sometimes people can look at it like schools can actually like bolster their program even more by getting 5 stars or 4-star transfers to
Mm.
to like Alabama and keep just building on like that. So a lot of people they have mixed emotions about it, but I think it just I think they shouldn't just allow kids to transfer just to transfer. Like it gotta be under circumstances. I believe that's the way you keep it balanced.
Well, it
But
used to be. I'm a little old, so
mm-hmm.
not to date myself, but you know how? Are you familiar with the old rules?
Talking about
Where
red
if
shirt,
you
yeah, you had to
well,
sit out.
yeah, well, for those that you know are under the age of 30,
Mm-hmm.
there I would say 30 is about right.
Yeah,
But there used to be where you would have to sit out a year. So you
right.
would say, "Hey, listen, I play for the Gators, but let's say I'm the fourth string running back, and then Florida Atlantic or something asked me to start. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't just jump.
Right,
You'd have
right.
to you'd unless it was medical, you know,
Mm-hmm.
there was a medical redshirt clause. But now, can you transfer more than once? What's the deal with that? Can
I
you enter
think
the
you
portal?
can.
Can you
I,
how many times can you enter the portal?
I think it's as many time you want to, because
Really?
yeah, I haven't heard any limitations to it that I know of. So as long as everything clear out and academic wise or wherever
Yeah,
wherever the criteria is.
as long as you get a hold of the I was gonna say something I probably shouldn't say. I'll just say as long as you get a hold of the enter key when it's necessary,
Right, right,
to get
right.
that C.
Whenever the NIL money is flowing, wherever stopping at, so she should be all
I'm
good.
kidding. I'm kidding. Well, no, the reason why I make that joke is I can say this. So I went to UCF, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was this was years back. I graduated in 2010. So this was years back. So this class was probably, it was my senior year, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer key got passed around. Well, we had auditorium classes. There was like 200 per class.
Oh
And it
wow.
was like team sport, it was some
Mm-hmm.
like it was a class and showing up essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
And coincidentally, Swift, um, I think he was an offensive lineman, and
Mm-hmm.
the answer key got sent to the athletes. I know it's shocking to hear. I know it's
Right.
shocking, and I think he got busted. I don't know, but that's But anyways,
Sound about
yeah.
right.
So no, I plead the fifth whether I did or not. No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. Um, um. So let's stay on this college football playoff talk.
Mm-hmm.
This whole, we're in the South, so obviously I'm from Florida, so I knew about the lawsuit that just happened. I think they just
Right.
responded. And the guy said, well, he cited obviously the Jordan Travis injury, and then he cited what else?
Mm-hmm.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, strength of schedule.
But then he
Florida State
puts
was
Liberty. Then he puts Liberty over SMU. But what's your thoughts on the FSU snub?
like I get it. I'm kind of down the middle. Like, all right, so you want to see a fair matchup? I get it. It's all about money, ratings, but they did go undefeated. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do. You play the schedule. That's the whole point. You play the schedule and you win as many games as possible. You try to lose none, and you can't. ask for nothing better than what they did. They provided what they needed to do. And so a lot of people like, well, there's no way Florida State would were able to play against Michigan and hold their own without a quarterback. They playing a third string quarterback. Well, football is even given Sunday. Anything can happen. So I wouldn't put past, a team coming there and upsetting somebody. And my RC, he's my co-host. He's a Michigan fan.
Oh,
So
wow.
he was berating, gyrating, where you want to call it. He was ranting, raving.
The whole nine, huh?
Right, because now Michigan got to see Alabama. He in his mind, he thought he gonna see Florida State, which is like, okay, we can get past Florida State, but now he gotta get past that. Now he gotta play against Alabama, and I think that's where he have an issue with. Like, give us Florida State. They won against Alabama, they lost their game, one game, so they make it right. So I understand gripes from both sides. Me, like I said, I just want to see a good game. Put the best team, put the right team on the field, which will be Florida State.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that I don't like about it. And you can tell me what you think. They pick and choose.
Right.
It's like if you're gonna take that stance, that's fine. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But do it for everybody.
Right. Like, come
Liberty, on, Liberty played 0 Power 5 schools.
Mm-hmm.
Not one, not even like Air Force. They didn't play anybody, but yet you're going to pick them over SMU, who they played 2. Are you familiar with what happened?
No, would not. With
so
SMU.
Liberty and SMU. So for those that don't know, Liberty went undefeated, and they play in the what they play in the Sun Belt, and they went undefeated, but they didn't have any Power 5 wins, and they gave them the Fiesta Bowl against Oregon. over SMU, who had 2 losses, but they were against Power 5. Well, the argument is, well, Liberty plays who they have on their schedule. It's not their fault.
Right.
And yeah, it is, because your AD has years to schedule people.
Right. It's all about who you play. You can do the same thing for NFL. They do a strength of schedule. They do the team playing who has the hard schedule, and they have the team who have the easiest schedule. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you out there playing against some tough teams and you doing, you hanging in there, then that's telling me that you are legit, that you're not ducking nobody, right?
Yeah.
So the college football, they look at money more than what's right.
Here's the thing. I'm a Gator fan, but there is an SEC bias. I mean, let's just call what it is.
Yeah.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Like, how you leave out Alabama? Like, everybody gonna be saying that you can't leave out Alabama, in the championship.
Well, SEC and ESPN, they have a deal, I think, right?
Yeah, they have a deal. Didn't they sign it this year or something? A new deal or something like that?
Yeah, like they run that shit.
Yeah, they run it. I mean, they bring in the most money. They're like, it's SEC football. The SEC is the only conference that I know of that roots for other SEC teams. Like, I hear Ole Miss fan, yeah, I'm rooting for Alabama, because if Alabama wins in the SEC, then make us look good, because we in a tough, conference and all this type of stuff. So it's like a fraternity over there. Like, they root, like, I never heard nothing like that. How you root for a rival? Like, if Georgia Bulldogs rooting for Alabama, like, that don't make no sense. But they do that type of stuff because they're like, hey, it make our conference look good, bringing more money to all the other schools they win.
I know you said you're a Southern Miss, but of the Power 5, who do you think's the toughest conference? Like, is it the SEC, or would you pick a different one?
Yeah, I would say yes, because how many times they won. Georgia won 2 straight championships this past couple of years, and Alabama went on the stretch, then LSU went on the stretch. I mean, and they produced they produce the most NFL players most of the time.
Yeah, because then you got Missouri, who every once in a while was there, and then you could just go on. Even Vanderbilt shows up every once in a while.
Yeah, Vanderbilt.
I mean,
it's like a gold mine, in the conference. So that's why I'll say them, because they produce the more, they have the more professional ready players. Cause they,
Mhm.
like they said, nothing like playing against the SEC school.
Yeah. So, what's your history with sports, man? Did you play? Did you play any sports in school,
Yeah, I
or
play
how'd you get in?
basketball. Yeah, I played basketball, football, ran track and cross country.
Yeah. So, talk
That's,
about your history. How'd you get started with all that, man? Like,
man, just growing up in Jackson, that's all we did was play sports. So it was just ideal, just get on the team, play, and it just came my passion, really, you know. So it transferred over to school, and I got more and more into sports, playing video games that also get me more into sports. So it just gravitated towards that. And then my dad, he's a Saints fan. So
yeah.
every Sunday, I get in trouble, so I'm on punishment. So my
Oh,
punishment was to sit.
Drew Brees, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So I spent a lot of Sundays on punishment, and I spent my Sundays sitting in the living room with my dad watching Saints games. So
Yeah,
that's another way how I got into sports, and I became a Saints fan.
Alvin Kamara down there. I mean,
Yeah, AK, Jimmy Graham, he came back for a year. So
oh, he's one of the most underrated tight ends, maybe
right,
ever. Maybe
I
ever.
yes, I mean, I hope he get into Hall of Fame because his numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah, and people don't really talk about it much
Yeah, I
because
guess
he got injured. Well, he got injury
yeah, he
prone.
went to Seattle, I think, or Chicago first after
Yeah,
he left New
yeah,
Orleans. And after
yeah,
that, he
man.
kind of dropped off. I think he went to Seattle, then
Mm,
he went to Chicago.
yeah,
So
that's cool,
yeah.
man. So, did you play in high school? Did you play high school ball?
Yeah, I played high school ball. Um Tried out for college, didn't quite get that, man. I was like, I'm like one and coming out of high school, I was like 160 soaking wet.
Did you get any offers? You're
Yeah,
trying to
well, yeah,
walk
I got
on. You're
offers for
trying to walk on,
basketball.
or what?
Yeah, I got offers for basketball, but my main passion was football.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, my body was not geared toward football. It was geared toward
I'm not the
basketball.
biggest person either, so
Right.
I
So
understand
yeah,
that.
because I played skill positions. You can be that
Yeah,
size
yeah.
in high school and play skill positions. But when
You
you
know,
get in college,
like for
mhm,
me, I'm I can catch. I was good, but flag football, not real football.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the NFL talk about all this late hit and
Yeah, they
roughing the
changing the rules,
passer. All
hip
right.
tackle and all that
Well,
type.
since you're a Saints fan, what's your thoughts on the team this year, man?
Oh, we suck. We suck
I like it.
bad.
Straight to the point. Straight
Yeah,
to the
straight to the
point.
point, man. We hot garbage as a kid. Kids say we a dog water. Um, this team is not playing like they should be. We got too much talent to be in the race for a wild card spot. We should be blowing out this easy NFC South division. But here we are trying to get in the playoffs. And I feel like the Saints dropped the ball. Denz Allen, he is not a head coach. He is not a head coach. And they put him in position. They put Pete Carmichael in position. And those guys are outdated. Pete Carmichael's his play calling is bad. Like it feel like he getting all his plays off Madden, and he's like, all right, we just gonna run these. Like, did you do any homework? Did you do any studying on the defense y'all
Yeah,
won
yeah.
against? That's what it feel like.
It's like that shit's not real life, bro.
Right. You just can't pull up, or you just can't take the playbook off Madden,
Yeah,
bro, and like
yeah,
think you're gonna put up 50
yeah. You
points.
can't put away the PlayStation 3 controller, man. Just put it
Right.
away. Put it away.
I think P. Carmichael film session is playing Madden. I think that's how he do his film session. He play Madden to get what he need to get. And
Yeah.
Derek Carr, like I said, it's a little bit everything with the same team. Derek Carr not playing like he should be playing, and it just putting us in a bad situation
Well, he's
where
better than his brother, so there's
yeah,
that.
David Carr, yeah, he's playing it better than him.
Yeah. Well,
But so the
even the
Saints fans,
yeah.
I mean the Saints group, they are calling to draft Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Jaden Daniels won the Heisman Trophy.
Right, he won the Heisman
Louisiana
Trophy.
State, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
LSU.
LSU.
Yeah.
But so that's how much the Saints fans are done with Derek Carr. They are looking towards the mock draft for getting Daniels. And hopefully, we clean house. We get rid of the coaching staff. We get rid of we gotta keep Derek Carr. His contract is pretty huge. So we got him for one more year. But just beef up that old line and beef up our defense. I think we'll be ready to go next year.
Yeah, so how big is Jaden Daniels? Would you say he's like comparable to Lamar Jackson or?
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by him because it's I don't know how to put it.
Accuracy?
Sometimes when
Is
you
it
throw
his
the ball, his
accuracy?
lack of vision sometimes,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
progression. And he's a good talent. He's a good athlete, but I'm wondering how he's gonna translate over to NFL. I like Penix Jr. better than Daniel. I
yeah.
feel like he's a
Oh
pure
man,
passer.
that guy, 6 years, four
Right.
injuries. I mean,
He's primed. The boy is
I
primed.
thought that he should have won the Heisman, but that's for a
Me
different
too.
that's for a different podcast.
Me too. You know, and I'd rather take Penix Jr.
I was a big
over
Penix fan. I remember him
right.
from Indiana too.
Dude, he's a baller. He's a
Yeah,
leader. Now you talking about
yeah,
a leader? He doesn't give up. He not like Caleb Williams that
yeah,
go cry in the stands.
yeah.
He will
Mm,
play his heart out.
yeah. So let's continue with this NFL. What's your thoughts on these roughing the passer calls? Was it the one
Uh,
step and then like all that? What's your thoughts on that, man?
it's terrible. It's ruining the game. I mean, they continuing drives where it putting defense in bad positions to tackle or make a play. Like now, when you sack a quarterback, you gotta make sure you have a pillow and a blanket to make sure he lay down gently
And
and,
now
and
this what the
rest.
hell is this hip drop tackle? I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this until like last year. What is it?
Right. The heel drop tackle. I understand people concerns.
Well, what is it? Do you know what it
All
is?
right. It's like you chasing somebody from behind and you wrap your arms around their waist. So you use your body weight as an anchor. So you drop down using your body weight.
Oh,
And what happens
you
sometimes,
can't have that. No, you can't.
yeah, and
Cut
sometimes
that
what
shit out.
happens is you
Yeah.
fall on the person's heel or leg, which might cause an ACL tear
I
or
mean,
something like
yeah.
that. Like Mark Andrews, that would happen to Mark Andrews with the hip drop tackle.
Well,
But I have
here's the
used the hip
thing.
drop tackle
Here's
before.
the thing, Swift.
Mm.
If you take away you can't go high, you can't go low. What do
Right.
you want them to do?
I, flag.
Not everyone can go to Home Depot or whatever and get pillows.
Right, right. And
Like
like some good pillows at that, comfy care
yeah, yeah,
type
yeah.
pillows. Like, come on, man.
Go top of the
So
line.
I have used the hip drop tackle. I have never landed on people's legs before. I always landed when I dropped. I always like did it on the side of them to bring them down. So I'm like, what you want me to do? You want me to just wrap up behind him? We'll say, okay, so I'm about 190, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say a running back just broke through the line. He's like 220, 230. And
Right.
I come up behind him and grab him. What you think gonna happen? He gonna drag me for another 20 yards.
He's gonna drag it, yeah.
He
Yeah,
ain't gonna
exactly.
drag me. So the only thing I have left is the hip drop to drop my weight, to try to wrangle him, to use my body as a leverage to prevent him from getting more yards. That could lead to a pivotal play where a defender like, oh, I don't want to hip drop tackle because it might get them all mad first down, which is a 15-yard penalty, especially if it's a 4th and 5 or 4th and 10, running back busting, you got to prevent the first down. Like, nobody thinking about that. You thinking about bringing him down.
Do you think they're going to ban it?
Yeah, I heard that they probably are, to be honest. They already did the horse collar, which I understand about the horse collar. And I feel like the hip drop tackle is probably next, because that's how the Florida State the quarterback got hurt. Florida State quarterback, he got hip drop tackle. Or it might have been a running.
You know what I'm afraid of? If they go to 2-hand touch, people pushing too hard.
Right.
You can't have that. You can't have that.
If they go 2-hand touch, I might have a
Is
shot.
There a limit?
In the NFL.
Is there a limit on how hard you can push? Like
right.
what are we talking about?
If they go flag 2-hand, I'm signing up today. I'm going in training mode. I'm about to make the league.
Oh, baby. You gotta think about the marketing jobs. How you gonna create the flags and
right. You can't have too heavy.
Each flag's gonna have its own logo.
Yeah, with their design, their logo and everything. Yeah, you gotta make the flags the same way. You want to get paper cut, you want to get cut from them, so you gotta cut them a certain way.
Yeah, like this NBA in-season tournament. You know,
Right.
with the courts looking like looking like
Like,
Charlie, looking like Mickey Mouse, like it's a Disney.
like they call it interior designer and like, hey, make this look modern.
It's like if they called my boy Bugs Bunny and told him to create the
Are they
courts.
call him RuPaul? Like, hey RuPaul, like design our course for us. He's like, I got you. Just
Just
NBA,
throwing shit together and
right. They're using gimmicks, man. Like the NBA has fallen off, but
all
you
jokes
know,
aside though, man.
I guess they gotta do what they gotta do.
Shout out to LeBron James holding it down in the in-season tournament.
Yeah, the in-season tournament champion. I can't wait for Bron Sessions to use that in the argument.
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron, he's the first ever in-season tournament champion.
Yeah.
Like that's supposed to mean something. So
yeah. So the NBA, let's talk about. I got a few more questions for you.
okay.
Flopping. What was your thoughts when they implemented? I assume I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you were pro new flopping rules.
Yeah, cause there's no need for flopping. It made things hard to judge.
It's like this.
Right, like you barely touched the guy. Like, I barely touched him. What are he doing? Like, yeah. It's like we're not soccer guys. Y'all bigger.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of there with that Ronaldo crap.
Yeah, I don't need Neymar rolling. I don't even need LeBron rolling on the ground 50 times to show that he got fouled. No, be like in the 80s, be like in the 70s. Take the charge, take the bumps, take the bruises, and move it along. Like,
yeah, we got places to go, people to see.
Right. I don't have time for acting. Like, you want to go act, go join the Actors Guild or something.
Yeah. And then go or don't, but never go full Draymond.
Never go full Draymond.
You can't be slapping people on the 360 turn.
Nuts,
if you're gonna do a 360 turn, do it in your own time, like in ballet classes. But don't do it to like people.
He gave him the Dave Chappelle slap. The 5 fingers to the face type slap.
Yeah, I didn't even know who Yusuf Nurkic was until last week.
He's famous now.
Like, who the fuck's this guy?
Hey, a fan walked up to me. Hey, ain't you the guy that got slapped by Draymond?
All jokes aside, I think he's been around a while. But yeah, this flopping rules, I think it's gonna help the league. Cut away all that. Nonsense.
All that nonsense, right? and I think they give out a technical foul. I want to say.
Well, they need to toss out these people.
Maybe a flagrant.
No room for that.
Yeah, I think that they get a flagrant 1 or something. They got different flagrants now.
Yeah. Oh God.
So.
And now you can't do anything without a technical foul. You know what's funny? Swift. You should go on YouTube. I don't know. Have you heard of the technical tracker?
No, I have not.
So you should check this out. It's like it's like the most underrated YouTube channel out there. It doesn't have as many subscribers as it should. So what they do is they post a reel of all the technical fouls from the week. So it'll say technical fouls week 1, and then it'll give the it would just be a continuous video of all the technical fouls from the week.
Wow.
You should check it out. And most of them are, you can't show up the ref. You can't do that.
Right.
Most of them are people talking shit, slamming the balls. A new one.
Like, rolling. Like, which one I saw? The guy, he kind of just like said something to the ref or looked over at the ref, and the ref gave him a tech.
Chris Paul.
I remember the best one was when Tim Duncan was on the bench laughing.
Oh yeah.
And the ref gave him a tech for laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
Like, are y'all sensitive? Like, are y'all periods? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. There's products for menstrual cycles.
Right. We can help y'all with that. I'm pretty sure the NBA. They have a sponsorship with Kim K underwear.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they can get some.
Join the Midget Wrestling Federation.
Right.
Take it out there.
All right. We can put a ring in here. So NBA, they got a lot of stuff to clean up, but other than that, I mean, you need basketball, so I guess you're gonna watch anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Last one I got for you, and we'll promote. Obviously, do the shameless plugging. Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, Jordan. Oh yeah, think about that one.
Is there any reasons or?
All right, so I'm breaking it down to you. So I'm 35. I
All
might
right,
be 30. I might
I'm
be 36. I lose track sometimes.
I'm 36 I'm 36 too.
Wait, all
If
right.
you
So I was
are
born in 89. I believe I'm 35. I like I said, I lose
okay,
track.
okay,
So I
okay.
was born in 89, right? So that means I got to see the prime run Jordan. So I got to see Jordan win all six,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let me tell you the difference between Jordan and LeBron. When Jordan step on the court, you can feel the aura coming through the screen of the TV. You can feel the presence of Jordan, of him like, oh snap, we in for a long night because this is the legend. This is the guy who's about to put the whole team on his back and just carry him. Like he have no quit. He's a dog. I mean,
I
he gonna
mean,
get back up. He's like, if you
yeah. I
just
mean,
look at Jordan wrong, if you just look at Jordan wrong, he about to drop 50 on your head.
yeah,
Oh,
and then you got Luke Longley swinging. You know.
right. And here comes Dennis Robin throwing you to the ground with no backup Jordan. So Jordan had that presence. So when you looking at him, you like, oh dang, we in here for a long night. With LeBron, I seriously think this. When people play against LeBron, they think they have a chance. When you
Mm-hmm.
play against Jordan, you just hope that you get that chance. That's the
Mm-hmm.
difference, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's not scared of LeBron. They LeBron get these guys that come in, they talk trash to him, bump him. You know, when Jordan with the Bulls and he was on that run, no, nobody didn't want to piss off Jordan.
Yeah, I would
So
agree. I would agree with that. I'm also a Jordan guy.
yeah, and Jordan don't fade away from the last shot. LeBron would defer. You know,
Yeah.
Jordan he lives for that moment. I think LeBron's like, I don't want to get ridiculed if I miss a shot, so I pass it off. I make the extra pass. If you're the best player on the
Mm-hmm.
team and you got 1-on-1, you take that. You
Yeah.
take that.
I hear you. I hear you. All right, Swift, where can people
Mm.
find the podcast?
Oh man, we on a lot of places. We on YouTube. Right now we're trying to get our subscribers up. You know, we're trying to get to 250 subscribers. So you can find us on YouTube. We on Instagram at VOL Sportscast. We on TikTok, Facebook, um, Twitter. So we on all the major social media platforms. And we have a merch website. It's called podsquadnetwork.com, where you can get your VOF merchandise. We have all different kind of stuff on the website, coming out with some new
Mm-hmm.
shirts and stuff like that. So yeah,
Be on the lookout.
yeah, be on the lookout. You know, we dropping some heat.
All right. All right, Ben, thank you so much for doing this, man.
Oh man, thank you, Sean, for having me on, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Next time, bring the whole crew on, man, and
Man, I
we'll.
got you. Yeah. See right now, Flowers, he watching the Colts and Steelers. So
Yeah.
he's a Colts
It
fan.
was like forget
Yeah,
this
you know
no
what he's
name
saying?
podcast.
He and his team is trying to make the playoffs. Like
Oh
they in the
yeah, yeah,
playoff
yeah. Do
hunt.
you tell him I'm a Jags fan? All right.
Oh, that would been lovely. He was on with you.
We can do an AFC South preview.
Right. I'm gonna have to bring you on our show, and we're gonna have to talk some AFC
Dude,
South.
I've been a Jags fan my whole life, so I've been through the misery.
Oh, Mark Brunell. They
Yep,
should have Mark
yep,
Brunell for a while.
yeah. Mark Brunell, Fred
Yeah,
Taylor,
Jimmy
Jimmy
Smith. You had some
Smith.
good characters. You had Taylor. You
Yeah,
had Fred Taylor.
my guy Rasheem Mathis. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you know,
You had some
dude,
characters.
he was underrated. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
most definitely. Most
all right,
definitely.
man. Bonus question. Who do
Mm-hmm.
you think's real quick? Got a minute left. Who's the best Saint of all time? Who's like you? Who do you think's like the on like the greatest Saint list?
Of all time,
Mhm.
man, is undeniably St. Drew. St. Drew Brees.
we'll leave it at that, man.
Yes,
He
sir.
was one of the greatest for sure.
Yes,
All
all
right,
time.
man. Take care, okay?
All right, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man. Keep in touch.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. See you.
See ya.